Adam and Trisha Brand are healthy, successful entrepreneurs, and they pay more for health insurance each month than for their home.
Currently, we are paying about $1,200 a month.
That buys them care, but with a stratospheric deductible that means they pay the first $14,000. So in recent years, that has meant paying for little Sullivan's broken arm $2,000, for operations to insert tubes in Veda's and Sullivan's ears $10,000 to $14,000, for Trisha's root canal $1,000, for Adam's appendectomy most of $20,000.
1, 2, 3.
And they worry that if Congress or the courts remove protections for pre-existing conditions, insurers will no longer cover their children's asthma care. So as they prepare to go to the polls in November, like many Americans, the #1 issue on their minds is not tax cuts or the Russia probe, but health care.
It's certainly my #1
It's
concern.
my #1 as well. Yeah. Absolutely.
In Indiana, crossroads of the United States, and across the country, they are hardly alone.
It's just insane and criminal how much it really costs to cover yourself.
The deaf and the hearing aids are really expensive.
Each year, our deductibles keep going up.
We're noticing an increase in the amount of time the candidates are spending talking about that, whether that's in debates, television commercials, interviews, etc. It certainly has grown. I think now it's got to be probably in the top 3 issues.
Here in the windy plains of Indiana, a race for a U.S. Senate seat could tip the balance for control of Congress. Joe Donnelly is a Democratic senator in a Republican state who's made health care a top priority. Mike BRAUN, his challenger, is a Republican who says he set the example with his own business, giving employees health care, keeping rates the same for a decade, but with a relatively high deductible of $10,000 per year for a family. The debate is getting personal.
I was the deciding vote that saved coverage for pre-existing conditions.
You can see he got riled up here. And the reason is
Darn
it
right
was Obamacare. You've delivered us Obamacare, which is falling apart.
The Brands say they'll go with the Democrat, Donnelly. But they fear if Washington doesn't fix a broken system, the burden of health care costs will end their dream of running their own businesses.
I really hope we can continue to be entrepreneurs, but we might not be able to be so innovative.
That concern by the Brands and others like them might be the best hope Democrats have in an uphill battle to retake the Senate. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Indianapolis, Indiana.